your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. $1 million has been allocated for activities in youth sports and culture youth summer program. The youth initiative was put on hold last year due to the pandemic. But Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture and MP for Central Grand Bahama, the Honorable Aaron Lewis, noting that teams are currently working to craft these programs.
Of course, we didn't have those programs last year because of the pandemic, but we are putting systems in place now where we're putting safety protocols in place, and we will be uploading the forms in short order. Of course, cabinet approval is pending, but I believe it's going to happen because we already have 1 or 2 other entities that was given approval to host camps. But again, we have to do it in a very safe environment, and based on timelines that we're experiencing right now and the level of work that we have to do, I don't see any camps starting before the 13th of July. All things considered, with the budget coming into place July 1st, and the second weekend, July 10th, is a holiday weekend. I believe we will be celebrating it on the 12th, so that after the 13th, if all goes as we plan, the camps will kick into full gear by July 13th.
Now, Minister Lewis says these programs are particularly important because the participants will be given an opportunity to be gainfully employed.
Earn some money for school or even for college. It gives them the chance to get out because, COVID fatigue has taken over the world. So give them a chance to get out there in a safe environment, to mix and mingle with colleagues, to get out in the fresh air, and to get a chance to get involved in healthy activities and cultural activities. I think it's going to bear well for the entire nation. So it is very important. And of course, the health of a nation is the wealth of a nation. And we really expect to do all of those activities in a very healthy environment and promote healthy activities during the course of the summer. And we do believe that it's going to reap immeasurable benefits to our country.
Well, a training organization that has been around for more than a decade is bringing their program to Grand Bahama. Lead Institute, a community correctional organization, seeks to assist at-risk juveniles as well as pre- and post-prison correctional facilities inmates with getting their lives back on track. Tonight, the president of the organization says now is the time to help the at-risk population. Italia Hall has more.
Lead Institute was established in 2009 in New Providence. According to the president of the training organization, Troy Clark, since that time, the organization has reached hundreds of inmates, and its alternative school program has an 85% success rate. Now, the purpose of the organization is to provide programs for those in the community who are at risk
in the educational system, as well as pre to post release inmates transitioning from prisons, whether in North America, the Caribbean, or the Bahamas.
Clark says a drug treatment program is offered as well, and the organization is affiliated with Liberty University. And as for his reason for establishing the organization on Grand Bahama, he says following Hurricane Dorian, studies showed that some residents experience mental health issues.
It only made sense to come here and find out exactly what's happening, and so I've been here. July 2nd will make a year, and so during that time I would have done my initial research on the homeless population, along with see exactly what's happening in the communities, and I realized that there's a need for a drug treatment center or behavioral health care center. So we decided to establish 3 months ago a behavioral health care facility here. And so the main focus of this facility here would be to work with the Ministry of Education, Program Shaw Genesis Academy, and the community at large with individuals who suffer from mild mental health disorder and substance use.
Clark was a Defense Force officer for over 10 years, a social worker as well as a probation officer at the prison. He now serves as deputy chairman of the Correctional Service Review Board. The president admitting that he was an at-risk youth himself.
When I was in high school, I ran track and field, but never made a 2.0 and just made it enough to graduate. But later on, I became a Life Key scholar, and watching a lot of young men not having the resiliency, the coping mechanism to actually ward off the issues that they face, and growing up in a single parent home in the inner cities, I realized the challenges young men especially face. And that in itself brought me to work within this environment.
He says he will not wait for persons who are in need of help to come forward and will be directly involved within the community.
We believe that all men fall, but the great ones get back up. You do not drown by falling into the water. You drown by staying there. We say, you do not decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So we believe that if we could connect with you and with the other NGOs and civil society organizations that are in Grand Bahama who don't have the organizational capacity to actually, but have the passion to carry the work, we say, let's collaborate, because I can't do what you can do, and I know you can't do what I can do, but together we can bring a change.
Now, for more information, persons can contact telephone numbers 525-3949 or 602-1768. It's Halia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Let's go now to Jay Philippe for our Tuesday sports check.
Good evening, I'm Jay Philippe and welcome to sports. The B3's Senior and Junior National Track and Field Championships taking place in the nation's capital this weekend. A number of Grand women athletes turned up and produced some very good times. Grand Bahama finished with a 1-2 punch in the finals of the men's 200 meters. Therese Smith crossed the line, winning in a time of 20.67 seconds to take first place. It's his first national title of his career after placing second just last year in the same event at the Nationals. Coming right behind Smith was Texas Tech freshman Terrence Jones, who finished in a time of 20.81 seconds, and rounding out the top three was Ian Kerr from Takeoff Track Club, who finished in 21.04 seconds. Also, Jones placed second in the men's 100 meter finals in a time of 10.39, only trailing Samson Colebrook, who won with a time of 10.34. Therese Smith placed third, running out of lane 5 with a time of 10.43 seconds. On the women's side, young Lakathia Cooper of Redline Athletics, still in high school, lined up with the big girls in the 200 meter finals. She's only in high school, but she placed in the top 3 right behind Anthony Strawn and Shawnee Miller-Weibo, who both qualified for the 200 meters at the upcoming Olympic Games. Miller posted a time of 22.18 seconds. Strawn trailed in a time of 22.7, while Cooper posted a time of 24.12 seconds. In the men's 400 meter finals, Alonzo Russell managed to finish in the top 3 with a time of 46.31 seconds. Winning the event was world champion Stephen Gardner, originally from Moss Island, Abaco, in a time of 44.52 seconds. Coming in second was Wendell Miller from Swift Athletics, who ran a new personal record and junior national record, finishing with a time of 45.81 seconds. Now in the juniors, Erin Barr from Grand Bahama won the girls 800 meters, while another Grand Bahamian, Shania Taylor, came in second. Also, Shamal Smith won the boys 400 meter finals. Switching gears now, in Senior League Baseball, Fortune 360 is your 2021 Senior League champions. The Eagles took down Crazy Joe Rebels 10-9 in a close one to win the title. Switching gears now, in the NBA, DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns lost to the LA Clippers 116-102 in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. Ayton went 5 of 9 from the field, scoring just 10 points while grabbing 11 rebounds in the loss. The Suns will now head to LA on the road to hopefully close out that series and earn a trip to the NBA Finals. That's a quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. Be blessed.